Hey, my name is Jeff. I'm a scalp micropigmentation artist in Los Angeles, and I'm here with my good friend
Vendela, and we're gonna talk about scalp micropigmentation and hair loss. So I'm from Sweden. I never felt like Sweden was home for me, although I have my family there. It just didn't feel like home. It's very square. It's very, you do not think outside the box over there. So tried to move to London, didn't work. I wanted to move somewhere warm and sunny. So I went to LA to visit a friend, and I just felt at home. Moved here in 2016, and yeah, I've been here since.
So you moved to Los Angeles, but what was your goal? Did you just say, I'm gonna figure it out once to get to Los Angeles? Did you have a plan?
No.
Or you just winged it?
I winged it.
You did?
Yes. I applied for school because I was like, that's the only way to get there. I have to start studying. What else am I gonna do? I can't just move there. So I applied for school, and then 2 months before school started, I got a letter saying that I got in and that I can move. So I quit my job. I got like $1,000 in my bank account and I moved, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Worst case, I'll move back.
Okay, so how did this shaved head look come about? Is this before LA, Sweden?
Yeah, I've had a shaved head for 6 years now. So I was 16 or 17 when I shaved it. And it all started because I had really long hair. And my mom was like, you gotta cut your hair, it looks terrible. So I went to this random hair salon. I told them, just cut a little, just so I can tell my mom that I cut my hair. And they ended up cutting it from here to here. Okay. And I was so mad. I was
Why?
Like,
it was too short?
It wasn't short, and it wasn't long. So it was like in between. Mm-hmm. So I went home to my friend's place. I just grabbed a scissor and I just cut it shorter. Had a little mental breakdown. Yeah. And then I don't know what it was. So I went back to another hair salon, shaved the sides. So I had like a mohawk kind of thing. And then I shaved everything off. So I did it step by step. Yeah. But I had been thinking about shaving my head for a long time, so.
So you were how old when you shaved your head?
16, 17. I think 17. Yeah.
And you've been shaving it since?
Yeah.
How do women approach you, or do they look at you differently? Because from doing scalp micropigmentation, right, there's a lot of women that come in that have alopecia. Mm-hmm. Most of them, they're scared to shave their heads. Most of them, they want a wig, or they want to wear a hair unit, or something to camouflage it. Mm-hmm. So you had the confidence before shaving it, right? Because to shave your head as a woman, especially a woman, guys can shave their head all the time, but as a woman, you gotta have a little bit more confidence than a normal woman. That's what I think. I don't know, I'm not a woman.
I feel like we're so obsessed with our hair. It's like all about it. I remember when I had long hair and I had a bad hair day, and it was like everything was just bad that day because my hair wasn't right. Yeah. And I just felt like I was over it before I shaved it off. So I was just, for me it wasn't a big deal, but I have women and men coming to me every day saying, wow, you're so brave. And I just don't see it as a brave thing, because for me it was
it's normal.
So normal. I was like, I just want to shave my head. And I've seen women with shaved heads before I shaved my head, and I didn't look at them differently. I was like, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But yeah, people make it a really big deal, and I think that's the problem, not shaving your head. Yeah.
Do people think that maybe you have alopecia? Maybe you're losing hair? Why is she doing this? Because there's always a motive why people do that. Yeah. If you tell them, hey, just shave it because I think it looks cool, they're like, there has to be a reason. People always want a reason why you do something.
Yeah.
Do people assume that with you or no?
Always. I mean, I have some people asking if I'm sick or if I'm, which is crazy.
What do you mean sick?
People. Like if I had cancer.
Oh, okay. That's the main. Is that the number one thing they tell you?
Yeah. I mean, if they're rude. Or usually, like, the nice way of asking is, did you choose to do it? That's what they usually ask. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not sick. And they're like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, yeah, you definitely meant it like that. But it's okay. Yeah. Okay. But people always wonder, like you said, people always want it to be like a crazy story behind it. But I didn't have that crazy story. I just wanted to do it. and it just happened.
So you came here, $1,000 a month. How did you end up on Playboy?
That was through my agency.
So you became a model here, or how did that $1,000 get into being a model?
Well, I modeled back in Sweden too, but
okay.
It's not the same. I'm 5'5", so I cannot do runway, or I mean I can. One day they'll be more open to 5'5" models doing runway, but right now in Sweden it's like you need to be 5'10" and skinny if you're gonna make it. So it's not. I can't do it over there, but I did Battlefield 1 in Sweden. The cover, I was the first female face for Battlefield 1. I did that before I moved here, and it launched after I moved here.
What's Battlefield 1 if some people don't know? What that
Video
is?
game.
Okay, got it. So, you did a video game?
Yeah, so I was the first female face for Battlefield 1.
Okay.
It was for the Russian female army. Everyone had a shaved head.
So they used you as a character?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So I did that before I moved. And then I moved, and it just started happening. Because I moved for school, but then it just started coming in through Instagram mostly. And then I signed with my agency 1.5 years ago.
Okay. And you've been modeling since?
Yeah.
But did that help you out a lot with Playboy or any other deals you got over here? Advertising?
Yeah, I think almost everything you do helps out a lot in some way. You know, either you make new connections through the shoot, or people see the photos from the shoot. You know, it's always something.
Yeah. So, what do you think about scalp micropigmentation?
I think it's great that it exists. When you showed me the photos, the before and after photos, I had no idea that was not hair.
Have you seen that before?
No, I haven't. I know that there are things you can do to prevent hair loss, but I had no idea you could get tattooed. No.
And you see how it looks?
Yeah, it looks normal.
Yeah, this is totally done. I'm totally bald. I have a horseshoe like Ronald McDonald, like Bozo the clown. If I grow it out, it'll look. I just could grow the sides out. That's it.
Hey,
but
great.
It's better than wearing a wig. It's better than painting it. It's better than getting a hair transplant.
Yeah.
You know, this is fast. It's affordable, and it's natural. It would help out a lot of women that have alopecia.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't even know that it exists because not many people do it, right?
Yeah, it's an up and coming trait, and it's very artistic because you have to have an artist eye in order to do this. If you're just measuring using a ruler, it's much more than that because you do a hairline according to the lifestyle that client lives, you know, and how they dress and how they look, so you can customize it, tailor it. There's a lot of artists out there that they don't know what to do because they don't have an experience in hair. They don't have the eye. You have to develop the eye. You know, so it's an art. It's an art.
Totally. And it's great that you're doing it. You help a lot of women and men.
There's people that cry. People send me letters or just greeting cards and holidays saying thank you. We've been married 3 years since I got this. So with my wife, family. Thank you. Like this is the best thing. There's a guy that I did, and he was wearing a toupee for 15 years. 15 years. He would wake up earlier, about an hour early before he goes to work because his wife was there. His wife didn't know.
His wife didn't know?
Didn't know. Well, he was hiding the procedure with a toupee for about a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then we shaved his head, the sides, and he went out there. He just called me about 2 months ago saying now he's in UFC fighting. He just feels totally different. He was so happy. He's like, I want to help you. Is there anything you need from me? It changes people's lives. Yeah. Literally, you know.
It does.
When
gives them the confidence back.
I remember when people looked at me, they wouldn't look in my eyes. They would look at my scalp, and they would decide just by looking at my scalp, am I sick? Why is he's not healthy? Why is he losing hair? He looks too young. So people always judge you, and nowadays it's the truth, you know. Yeah, and you see it more because you're a woman with a shaved head. Yeah,
people have a lot of questions.
Yeah,
all the time. I have a lot of women reaching out to me asking, you know, how to gain their confidence back because they're losing hair or they have cancer.
Yeah.
So
what do you say? Do you say anything, or are you just?
I always try to reply. If I see it, I'll definitely reply. I think for me, it's just like, you just gotta love yourself. You gotta focus on something, especially if it's temporary, like cancer, for example. You'll get through it, your hair will grow back. But if not, first and foremost, love yourself. But if there's something you really want to get done, then do it.
Mm-hmm.
They can go to people like you. There are always things you can do. If something bothers me and I want to get something done, then I will, for me. As long as you do it for you and not for somebody else.
Yeah. Most of the people that I have that come in here, they always have something that happened that made them shift.
Mm-hmm.
They got divorced. Hey, I'm divorced. I'm trying to do this because I want to get back on the dating field. Just situations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I lost somebody. It's always a reason why people do it. Something has to impact them in order for them to do it.
Yeah.